Let's bring in now the foreign editor at The Australian, Greg Sheridan, who joins us every week. Greg, let's start in the United States, talk about the polling, which still has Trump in front. It looks like Biden might be stabilising now, though.
Yes, Kieran. I mean, the truth is that we're a very, very long way away from the election. And I think what the polls suggest is it's going to be a competitive election. The Democrat idea that the existence of these legal cases would knock Trump out hasn't worked so far, but they are hurting Trump. They're impeding Trump. I think they're a shocking abuse of process. Biden is a weak and mediocre president who would be beaten in a normal cycle by a normal opponent, but he will generate his supporters to vote against Trump. So I think any prediction is fraught, but I think it's going to come down to those 6, 7, 8 swing states once again, and they're all competitive. So neither, even when Trump was well ahead, it's only by a couple of points, and Biden has never been ahead in recent months at all. So I think what we're seeing is what's going to be great for us, a very competitive race.
Indeed, it will be. We've had some more developments on the China cyber attacks. Quite intriguing, the timing of this one in New Zealand, just a week after the foreign minister was in town, both there and here.
Yes, so it's a fascinating story, this, Kieran. It seems that there was a cyber intrusion a couple of years ago, which the New Zealanders have only just now attributed to China. Now, it takes quite a long time to get to a point where you're confident in your attribution, and you've got to check it with your allies and so forth. Now, I think they knew about it when Wang Yi was in New Zealand but chose not to raise it with him. That's a sign of weakness. But on the other hand, the fact that they're speaking out at all and naming China publicly, that's a sign of growing strength in New Zealand and a little bit of strategic reorientation. They're coming back to reality after the long bad dream of Jacinda Ardern. But also it points up this contradiction. So Wang Yi visits New Zealand and Australia, and everybody falls over themselves saying how fabulous the bilateral relationship is now. And Paul Keating says we must never, ever be irreverent about China ever again. And meanwhile, all the time, they are Chinese state actors hacking parliament, government, confidential databases, security agencies, all the rest. You can be confident that this was a very egregious episode for New Zealand actually to call China out publicly about it. So that's quite a strong development, and it shows that the underlying strategic realities of China's behaviour don't change, whether it's being sweet or sour, on the diplomatic front.